Okay. So
It's coming.
So we'll go live and then we'll just kind of like chat just for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like not super long. We're going to be watching, which one are we going to be watching?
So what we'll do is we'll have it right here.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
Hey everybody. So, we are doing something we've never really done before.
We've kind of done it like on an informal basis, like on Facebook Live after our session, whatever. But we wanted to do this more just as a way to kind of reconnect with Doree and just to kind of share a little bit about what it is that we do and all that kind of stuff. So we are here with the amazing Doree.
Yes.
She is so cool. And we photographed her back in November, we were figuring out.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Doree.
Oh, okay. So, wow. I am Doree, and I actually have the website, therealdoreo.com. And what my focus is trying to put soulful things with people that are doing soul searching. So that's been my experience over the years, just learning different techniques to find when there's a lot of chaos going on around you and there's a lot of people that are unhappy, just really tapping into yourself and finding that happiness inside yourself. And just a lot of different things I've learned. And so that's really what I've been focused on learning and putting together for people, and launched my website actually this past week. So I'm super excited about that. Yay!
That's so cool. So great.
Yes. Yes.
And you had some amazing photographs
to
put on there, right?
I did. Yes. And I still have more that I have not revealed yet. I'm kind of holding them back in the vault. And I took one out last night and was kind of playing with Canva, trying to make some things come out. You know, we've got the one of me doing like this, and I was playing with words to go across the top. So some more cool photos will be like just trickling them out as I go along, and just enjoying playing with them and posting them and putting cool tags with them. It's been fun.
That is awesome.
So I'm gonna kind of go back just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Lindsay and I, you know, we've been doing this campaign called Finally Love Yourself.
Yeah.
And the origins and the reason we do it is because we have wanted for so long in our life to create a place where women can express themselves in a place of safety, where they can say and be who they want to be, where they're not going to be judged. And the thing is, like, we want to celebrate women wherever they're at in life. And, you know, we meet a lot of women that are in a place where they're just so hungry for more, and they're hungry for know who they are, but also they want to know, like, really, like, who like, basically, like, they want to discover a version of themselves that they've always wanted to know. And we feel like we come across women like Doree that are honestly one of the reasons why.
Yeah.
One of the right reasons we do this. Exactly. And like, I just remember immediately when Doree came in, just even on the phone call.
Yeah.
On the phone call, I just saw life.
Mm-hmm.
And not like, I'm a very, very visual person. Like, when I saw Doree, I didn't think of like a leaf or like a tree. I saw a garden. Like, God speaks to me in very visual ways, and I saw Doree and I'm like, I saw a garden.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when I see someone that looks like a garden, I'm like, not only are they going to show me what life is, I know that they're going to show me how to grow in my life.
Yeah.
And Doree, like, just tell me kind of like where you were at in life before you kind of stumbled upon, like, you know, our campaign.
Yeah. I like what was kind of
over the past, I guess the first thing is that, you know, the first half of my life was not very, very easy. You know, for a lot of people, it's not. We all have our different journeys, and I've been through quite a bit in my life, and really started taking a spiritual path and learning a lot of different things about myself, and then trying to figure out how do I start incorporating this to share with other people.
Yeah.
And so I've been in school. I'm doing the University of Metaphysics, and I started back over and got a bachelor's and working on my master's, and almost finished with that, and then going to be moving into my PhD soon after that. But I was stalled. and I had started a book last year, and it was really making a lot of progress, and then I just hit a wall, and I think it was a lot of it was self-doubt, and just going, your brain starts talking to you going, really, are you making a big deal of yourself? Get over
Sure.
yourself, girl. That kind of thing.
Right.
Chitter chatter started going on. And it was really cool because I was at my mother's house, and I was getting ready for bed, and I was kind of scrolling through Facebook, and that's one of the other things I have to warn people about when they're looking at Facebook is don't compare yourselves to other people, especially people that are doing what you think you're going to do.
Yep.
And I was doing that. I was going through going, well, she's already doing spiritual coaching, and she's already got a book, and all of these different things were going through my head. And then I stumbled across your ad.
Wow.
Didn't know you guys.
Yeah.
Never met you before,
Yeah.
and saw your ad and was like, you were calling for women to really tap into who they are and show their beauty. And you weren't looking for, you were looking for people my age.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, well, let me just, and so you had the questionnaire, and I feel about the questionnaire was very detailed questionnaire. And I disclosed to you guys some of the very secretive things, not secretive, but some of the things that I've been through to this point.
Yep.
And then that's when we started this conversation. And for me, it's coming through your door. I won't say that I was, I wouldn't say it was in the same spot I was 8 years ago.
Sure.
And I've done a lot of work on myself, and I've come a long way, but I stalled.
Sure. Sure.
And so walking through your doors that day was a person who was on the brink of knowing who she was and ready to really blow this thing wide open with her career and doing the spiritual coaching and really discovering who she was. But I wasn't quite, I was stalled. So that was the girl that walked through the door, and the girl that walked out the door was totally different.
I mean, I literally remember when you walked in, like it was, I don't always feel this way, and sometimes it takes a little bit to get to what I'm about to say, but you came in with such life and such warmth, and you I think you have such a beautiful intensity about yourself.
Thank you.
That was like it was kind of like if my soul is a battery, I feel like you brought some charge to it.
Thank you.
And I was like, whoa. And and I feel like, sometimes we're in life, we're like, we know that we're doing things and it's good and we're having successes. But I feel like when you meet people that kind of like bring the charge. And I feel like that you have been on this awesome journey where, you've definitely had like a lot of ups and downs, but you've been able to have this resilient charge about yourself.
It comes from gratitude, Brian. It really does. It comes from really being able to appreciate where you were, but not dwell there. You appreciate where you came from, and you realize that all of these experiences are just part of your journey on who you're meant to be, and enjoying the ride as you go along. And so for me, I am in constant, every morning when I meditate, I end my prayer with, I am in wonder and I'm in awe. Because I am everything that I have been given, I am truly, truly blessed. And even bad days, I'm blessed. So that's where that comes from.
Exactly. No, totally.
But it's just like, I just remember the first couple of photos, especially with you in front of the couch. I was like, it was literally like a dream come true. Because I didn't feel like I had to work. I felt like I could play.
It was fun.
You gave me the environment where like I felt like I didn't have to like, get down in the dirt and start like trying to like build something. It was just like you were just like, I'm here. I am looking to just explore who I am.
Yes.
And go ahead, sorry.
I know, I was gonna say, I think part of that too was you guys telling me wear what you want to wear.
Exactly.
And I wore this shirt that says, I don't know if I can say the word here on Facebook Live, but it says, let that SHIT go. But for me, being able to wear what I wanted to wear, because I've grown up and throughout my life, people tell you this is what you should wear. You're over 40, you shouldn't wear a mini skirt, and you shouldn't have pink hair, and you shouldn't have, do what you want to do, wear what you want to wear. And you guys saying that to me, like was going, I'm going to wear what I want to wear. I'm getting pictures made and I'm wearing a shirt that says HIT, but doggone it, it's what I want to wear.
Exactly. And it totally works.
And sometimes
That's
I
the beauty
realize
of it.
what I ask people
Yeah.
why I say what you can wear sometimes is a metaphor for how you're feeling.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can have these things on you where like your limitations in yourself.
Yeah.
And because it's all about freedom. I mean, and it's just like when you came in, like, you know, you wore awesome clothing, but like I feel like that your mood matched your clothing.
Yes.
You were like,
Exactly.
I'm here to enjoy myself.
Yeah.
And it's just like I feel like I often realize that our shoots are literally like a dance.
Mhm.
And it's like we are guiding one another.
Yeah.
Like we help with posing, we help with all these things that, you know, that someone would need during a photo shoot. But really, like we were able to jump into a conversation with you, like really
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I
It
feel
was
like you were open.
it was so natural though, but you guys were great at bringing that out in me too. I think we clicked and we had a chemistry,
Yeah.
but you know, having you taking the shots and then Lindsay talking to me at the same time and just kind of it was a conversation. And that was what was so beautiful about this experience. It wasn't now Doree, put your hand here and twist this way and do this and you know, now stand there for 5 hours while I take this one shot. It was a conversation and we moved and it flowed. It was really nice.
Yeah.
So, you know, what was your idea of beauty? Like, what was your idea of beauty? Like, I mean, like, this is kind of a funny question, but has it changed at all?
Yeah.
What you what you saw in yourself as like beauty, or what you thought was
Yeah.
attractive about yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, what I saw in these pictures was I saw my inner self, and I think that was totally a different experience from what I say grew up with, but we all as women in particular, you're exposed to women that are of a certain weight and a certain height, which I would never be. I'm 5'2". And I've struggled with weight all my life. I even had eating disorders growing up, trying to be that perfect picture of what was expected to be. And to be able to look at these pictures and also you all hear of women that once they hit 30, they've reached their plateau or whatever. But to be able to look at these pictures and go, okay, yes, I had makeup on, but I wasn't glamour shot it up. I wasn't all just like, like ready to go like my wedding day, I like my wedding pictures. They're beautiful. And, you know, but this was for me was different. This was bringing it down to who am I? And to be able to see those pictures and go, you know what? I'm okay. I like what I see in these pictures. And it gave me confidence in myself to be, like I said, to be able to go, okay, there are no limits to what I can do in this world. And I'm on fire.
Yeah.
No, I actually am like super in one of those things where like I think women hit their prime like right around 35 and it just kind of keeps going up from there.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where like once we hit it, go into that phase, it's like boom, and then we just keep going up and like we keep reaching bigger heights. Because like whatever age that it is, somewhere in our mid 30s, in our 40s, whatever it is, like we just stop caring about what people think.
Yes.
Like, this is who I am. And I really don't care. Like
how awesome is that though? I mean, how many years ago would I have been sitting here really with glasses on and just going, I would have been like, oh, I've got to go, get a certain way. But this is who we are. And we all have a story to tell, and we all and I think that the way that our appearance tells the story of who we are. And it's a beautiful, everybody has a beautiful story. You've got to tap into it.
No, one of the things I keep on remembering about your shoot is that you were such an open book. You and also like I don't know if I shared this with you, or maybe I did, or maybe I'm thinking it now, but I just kept on thinking during the whole session that you were a ferocious lion. But you're ferocious, full of life, but you're so tender to the world around you. And with all the stuff that I'm not going to go into that you've been through, like you still carry this tenderness about you. And I'm like, wow, like to still have that, but still be very vulnerable, but still be like hungry for more. Like I'm just like, that's a theme for me that like I think sometimes it takes women probably that have been through what you've been through. It takes a while to get to that. I mean, it probably
Yeah.
is to a degree.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you still have those two dynamics to you, to be ferocious but tender at the same time.
And don't get me wrong, I was bitter. I mean, there were when
Yeah.
you know uh, when I first went through my the big life changing moment for me 8.5 years ago. When I that first happened, I was very bitter and I was very angry, and I did have to work through a lot of that. But you know, that's the thing, is that you shouldn't hide your emotions. You shouldn't try to sweep them under the rug. Work through them. Work with them. Work through them.
Yeah.
It makes you stronger. But I think also it like I said, it just goes back to gratitude too, and just and going, you know what, I thank God I'm out of that.
I know.
And you know, and it just it's a blessing when you can finally work through. But yeah, it wasn't always this way, but I won't say that I was always to the point of like where I was super 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 angry at everything. But I did go through a period of anger. But you know, it's you have to find the joy.
Exactly. I mean, isn't that almost a stage of grief in a way? Like
it is
like what you lost and what you could have done and whatever. And
absolutely. And I love that you said that, Lindsay, because that is one of the biggest things that my biggest regret and my whole was never having children. And I'm sharing this now. I don't think I've shared this very much with people, but never having children and the choices that I made in my life before, you know, getting up to this point aided into that decision. And I had to go grieve that process and grieve not ever having children. And you know, but then again, you never know what's around the corner. And you know, 2020 I married my husband and he has twin girls, so there you go. I mean, you just don't know what's in store for you. You can't have, or you know, grieve it, but also go, there's a reason why. And for me in this particular instance, I didn't have children because God had a better plan for me, and that was to be a stepmom to two twin girls.
Exactly. And that, like, if you had your own kids, then you wouldn't have the same relationship as you
I don't think my husband would have asked me out on a date.
That's so great.
So see, it all works out. That's the beauty of it. It really is.
Yeah.
One of the really cool things that we have never had during our shoot was you brought your wedding dress.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
And when you said that to me, I'm like, I love that. And what I love about these shoots is that they are so customizable to your personality and what you want to express. And like anytime that we've tried to like do it this way or do it that way, like it always would go back to be more of a rubber band mentality.
Yes.
Where it expands and retracts according to what we're talking about, but also what you want to express. And it's just like, so you know, when we were taking photos in your dress, did you have any like flashbacks to your wedding day, or like?
I did, you know, because it was an amazing day. I mean, it was a week before COVID. So it was, but you know, it was a beautiful, beautiful day. But I think the way that I looked at wearing the wedding dress that day was because the dress it's beautiful, and I still think it's beautiful, and it's flowing, and it reminds me almost of a fairy. And when you guys said, let's go outside in the leaves and out the ivy, I thought that's what a fairy should do. And so it was perfect. I wanted to deconstruct it and turn it on its head, your traditional wedding dress pictures, and you guys caught it. It was perfect.
Well, even when you fell out of a chair.
Oh my God, the chair.
Yeah, so we have this chair, and it's amazing, but it is like it's old 1960s like wooden fold-up chair, and the center of gravity is not that great. And I always,
honestly, to be super honest, every time someone says something, someone falls on it.
And you warned me, and you warned me. You warned me, and then I got caught up in the moment, and then
it's all right back.
Yep.
But I love that you kept taking the pictures though,
Yes.
because that was really cool. It's me, I told my husband, I said, I fell out of the chair. He goes, you what? I said, I flipped backwards in my wedding dress out of the chair into this pile of leaves. And I got up and I was laughing so hard I fell back over.
Yes,
And,
exactly.
but you caught some really great shots doing
I
that.
know,
And
right?
it was
I know.
fun.
Like something I learned, I think, early in my career
Yeah.
is that you need to separate what you're feeling according to what you need to be doing.
Yeah.
And I just realized like I could still experience both, but like I'm just like my mind is that I have to override this ability in my head to just want to focus what's going on and just put my finger on the shutter. And I just go and I'm just like I don't know how I do it.
Yeah.
But I'm like this is more important than me reacting because
Yes.
I'll react.
Lindsay, I was going to say Lindsay would have reacted if I would have been hurt, but
no, yeah, we would have stopped.
But no, it was fun. That was so much fun, and just kind of rolling around in the leaves in my wedding dress.
Yeah.
Who does that? I mean, it was just,
No.
it was so, and being barefoot and my hair down, you know, my wedding day, my hair was up. I had, and I really, I mean, the day was beautiful and I loved the way I looked that day, but the way that I looked in the dress out there in the woods, just kind of twirling and just being, that's the inner spirit in me that wanted to just be free and just be, and that was the feeling I got when I was out there, just being me and being, it was just awesome. I'm getting chill bumps now just thinking about that day. It was so awesome.
Yeah, I think totally from the very beginning to when we're done is that you just brought freedom and you put some wind in our sails, you put some life in our heart, and it's just like you are a gem. You're a gem. And you bring life wherever there is life happening. I feel like you bring a layer of life. It's may sound funny, but it's like life sometimes can be like a piece of bread, but like you're the mayonnaise, you're the mustard. And you spread it on. You're so good at doing that. Yeah. And I feel like that made us enjoy why we do this. And it also just kind of gave us like a double purpose because it's like I think one of the last things we would have thought doing this a year ago that we would be able to reach the people that our hearts have always desired to want to have conversations with. And it's just it really is amazing how God can just be like, I want you to photograph that person. Yep. Exactly. And we're like, where is that person? It's like, don't worry, there he is. Yeah, there she is. Yeah. And it's just like, Lindsay and I think you're a superstar. Lindsay and I think that you have so much more in your life that you're going to accomplish. And it's all because of your attitude. Yeah. All because of the joy and the decisions of life you've made. I mean, like, thank you. So many things almost knocked you out. Yeah. Like, but you picked yourself up and, I don't know, whatever you got to do to make sure that you're strong, like you have made choices that have made you strong. And Dusty, I don't know what I was thinking. Right. Like,
that was my hair on it, please. What's going on?
I'm like, I have these visuals in my head. I just thought of you with a huge, like a comb over. And I'm like, why is that what I'm thinking? She doesn't have a comb over. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm weird. Okay. But it's okay. So, I mean, was there anything that you experienced that you didn't think that you experienced? Anything at all? Yeah. Or something you learned about yourself?
It was really funny because for me, when we were taking the pictures, it seemed like one time you said to me, you're moving without me telling you. Yeah. You're doing, I have in my head what I want you to do and you're already moving and doing it. And for me, that built up some extra confidence in myself going, okay, I at one point was so afraid of being the spotlight in the center of attention because that's what you're brought up to believe. You're brought up to believe that you shouldn't think too much of yourself. You shouldn't be so self-centered and don't make a big deal about yourself. And in this instance, when you said that to me, I went, maybe I do have something. Maybe I do have something that will eventually make me stand out. Yeah. And be something that someone will look at me and go, she's got what I want and I want to work with her. So it was really a cool opportunity for me. When you said that to me, I was like, I may have something here. So thank you. That was The person that walked out the door was that lion, and I was ready to roar when I walked out that door. And I'm telling you, things have really started taking off for me since then. It's just been, I'm doing it. So
I just want to say, like,
that's what we encourage you to do. That's what we want to see. Our whole purpose in life is to see you come into who you're supposed to be. Like that really is.
And
that's our whole reason why we do this. So.
It's just like, when we have conversations with people, like what you do, we're like, well, honestly, you just hang out with us.
Yeah.
You bring a couple outfits.
Yep.
And love on you.
Yep.
And like, what about lighting? What about this? And I'm like, that's great.
That. Yeah.
But the environment and the foundation is always relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always relationship. And
you guys, I mean, it was so cool. What music do you like? I love that. We were, jamming out and really just having a good time with it. It was a lot of fun.
I think that you put us in a direction that I feel like that we've been desiring for a while.
Exactly.
And really connecting with you where you are in life, being like, man, like there is so much in life when you believe in yourself. And I feel like that in my mind, like kind of like your extension cord. Yeah. And it's been in the outlet for a while, but like the power's still going through. Yeah. But I feel like in some ways, I think in my mind, what I was trying to do for you was pushing it all the way in.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because like it's where it should be.
Yeah.
But when it's totally against the wall, or totally in the socket, there's nowhere of it falling out. And I feel like confidence and reassurance is just like that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It's just like I think that Lindsay and I are created, and I've been learning this last year, to help people find their outlets.
Yeah. That's our purpose in life.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And you guys do it. I mean, you do it. Even the pictures I've seen of the women that have come in after me, I look at them, I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, and it's not just the things they're wearing. It's not just the poses. I can see the person inside of there, and you guys do an amazing job of capturing that.
But I think you're an essential puzzle piece in what we've been doing. Yeah. I feel like that we wouldn't be knowing what we're doing with insurance without your session. Yeah. Like, I'm just serious. Like, when I thought
I miss you. Now I need to come see you. I miss you.
Yes, definitely.
When I thought about doing this, it's like, it just literally, God just said, Doree. And I'm like, well, you're like, it just was no qualms, because it's like, we want to work with people that are like us, but also are like teaching us things about ourselves.
Exactly.
And
for real.
And I feel like if we're not learning, we're not earning. We gotta earn, we gotta learn.
That's right. That's right.
And earn
that's
gratitude.
The thing. Like, it is never one of those things where like we're like, oh yes, so we're the photographers, and you're going to do what we need to.
Doree, like, just when I thought I was wearing all black and I had like a light, I'm like, Doree, look over there. And
No, it was not. It was so much fun. I mean, it was really, and that's the part of it, is that when you're having fun, and that's with anything in life, if you're loving what you do, it comes through, and you're able to tap in with other people and connect with people that you never would know that would be in your life before, just by being yourself, having fun, and just putting that positive energy out there.
Sorry.
I see ya. Bye.
It's about to
It's
fall.
moving. It's about to fall. Yeah.
We got it. There we go. We got it.
All right.
Well, yeah. So Doree, like,
I saw it and I was like, it's about to fall, but it's all good.
So tell us what you do again. And if someone wanted to learn more about what you're doing,
where can they connect with you? Where can they find you?
Yeah.
Like,
awesome.
what's your website? Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Yes. My website's www.therealdoree.com. And I actually have a workshop coming up on February the 27th at the Chattahoochee Nature Center. And I'm going to be, it's called Crushing Suffering in 2021. So we're going to be talking about using joy to crush suffering. So I'm super excited about that. And then, you can find me on Instagram at The Real Doree O.
Yeah.
and on Facebook as well.
And
So
where do you live? Like what city do you live in again?
I'm in Marietta, Roswell area.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, honestly, Doree, you're such a joy to talk to.
I miss you.
I know,
Oh my
right?
gosh, you're so good.
So I just put your website and Instagram handle in the
Thank you.
comments on Facebook. So yeah.
And you recently got interviewed, right?
Yeah, from Shout Out Atlanta.
Yeah, shout out Atlanta, and that was really, really cool. So your
Yeah.
the pictures that you guys took were
Like,
there. One of the pictures is going to be on the cover of my book, and that's my resolution for myself this year. I'm manifesting finishing my book and
Yes, do
and
it.
getting that done. So yeah, lots of good things happening. It's you
so
just keep moving, and that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
You just got to keep moving and enjoying life. That's what we're
Yeah,
here
that's
for.
it.
Yeah.
I think your
Totally.
best days are ahead of you. Like it's
Thank
been
you
good,
so much.
but I
real.
feel like your best days.
Exactly.
And honestly,
Thank
you've made
you,
us
thank you,
better
thank you.
people by
Mhm.
sharing your life with us. So
Yeah.
we appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank
And
you guys for just putting that campaign out there. This was fate, and I appreciate you guys so much and
Yep.
what you're doing, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep maing us women feel beautiful and helping to find out, finding that confidence within ourselves that we can
That's so
just go
great.
out and just
That's so
do what we
great.
got to do out in the world.
Oh, man.
Yes.
So I'm gonna find the link of your interview and I'm gonna put it in the comments of this thing.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
for the Shout Out Atlanta thing.
Because I
Thank
feel
you.
like that,
For real.
because like I could put it on Instagram, which is great, but I feel like the photos were really for that. I think
Yeah.
it's really gonna fit that. It's gonna have a little more context because I'm like, whoa, because like when you're taking photos, you don't think of story,
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
way. And I'm like, so I think that's what we're gonna do.
Yep.
So,
Awesome.
but yeah, honestly, just thank you for your time.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Take care. I miss you.
Yep.
We'll get together for coffee and tea soon.
Yes, for sure.
yes.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Take
All right.
care.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Bye.